Our houses are flooded. KwasiA, your house is flooded. Our house is flooded. Which is which?
Our house is flooded. Our house is flooded. Yeah, my house is flooded.
KwasiA soon, our house is flooded. The don't understand what is so unique about it. The young people who are supposed to call for accountability have become fools. The politician, Onimsa Jimmy, just say, oh, sorry.
I heard of this big flooding in Ghana, and your house was apparently very affected.
Yes, Doc. That is what happened.
Serious. That's very serious. I'm currently in London, but I'll be back before the weekend. But I was told that I wanted to I got your number, and I just wanted to call and check on you.
Oh,
how you doing?
Thank you very much. We are okay. Everything is okay now. We've been able to, clear the place, and we are back to business. So everything is cool.
Our politician, nipa thousands of Ghanaians are omukobo flag mana in sona form. He did not find each one of them to tell them you are sorry. Small fame, what social media, YouTube, so when you're $200 a month, they cannot see beyond what we see. Yeah, Slum, sir. Moi in so toya le frog for mutitensuni. Mona magin for Jimmy. When they did flood in Accra, car say in Suafa Zongo, Emma Nipati Tensuni. Because Ebia Cemetery Estate, Ebiana Sarkodie, Ubusan or Tetrasako or Tashama Estate. Sa platforms now motisono, a diana mudisia, Namonia Gono, Namokodio Bechi, we hanky frame to them their family triho, Namasadi form nim, Muhunya can. We are KwasiA. Our politician or call it this on you. You are sitting there, says KwasiA frame. Actually, we are the frog. Now, the issue with air floods in Ghana, Misuse to talk about Ghana, and the funny thing is, I'd say this this thing never stops, right? Now, who are we supposed to blame? And this is an issue we all need to discuss. It started from somewhere. It did not start today. The floods in Accra, the floods around the nation, it didn't start from today. We cannot blame only a filth. We can't. It plays a major role, especially when it comes to the congested areas, especially KwasiA and Accra. There are two things that contribute to floods in Accra. A thing, any people building anyhow. I'm talking about the planning that has gone wrong in Accra. There are places in Accra that are not supposed, we're not supposed to have buildings there. But we have buildings. Now, for some reason, this flood issue is a national issue. For some reason, the NPP that was in power for 8 years, the NPP that told us that they are going to desilt, omobete or don anim. Now, majority of Accra is still running water. Sebio a free smaller gutters and drainages. Every time joining Odona. Now sebio a carry waste away and call for 9 any areas no entumi in so move us no. The NPP that came to power, Mr. P, Mr. S, give me a video. The NPP that came to power for 8 years. They told us they are going to make Accra the cleanest city in Africa. 8 years. Remember, this government has been in power for roughly 4 weeks, 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks. 6 weeks. The flooding we are seeing in Accra, who are we supposed to blame? One, we need to blame ourselves. We need to blame each other. We need to blame each other because we have failed to live as human beings. And I'm speaking this or saying this because we have failed to keep our surroundings clean. Our habit of not taking care of our trash. That habit of thinking that we can leave trash anywhere. That one is not a government that will come to your home and train you. You need to be trained to understand. Your Ghana for they try to find the next stop, the next hotel, the next rest stop to go pee. But Oba Ghana, Johnson and the Penue in the Bermano Johnson. So it's a psychological thing. Because they know that there are no rules. And the people even who live in Ghana don't see anything wrong with Bema, Chene Bema, Ejina Baby Johnson, Abraya to Edianoha. So they are forced to do it. So there it has its psychological thing, and it has its own things that are practicable that we are supposed to avoid or fight. So the psychological part, we have all failed each other. We all have platforms. It's so painful that in so way a year and a repair through the problem no within a day or two. They talk about it and they are done. So the miseries or whatever they are going through, no, after 2-3 days, so we won't see any problem has been solved. But I don't know if you say the clouds will build again, they will form again. We need to do better as citizens. The government has failed on its promises when talking about, and the reason why I go back 8 years is enough. 8 years is enough. And the reason why I say 8 years is enough for us to fight this or to at least move Accra from where it was to now was because the amount of money that was pumped into the sanitation ministry and the Kwadwo Bawumia, Cecilia Rapano, we shouldn't be having this conversation now. We shouldn't. We have our own problems as humans, as Ghanaians, how psychologically we don't train ourselves to be clean, to protect our environment. So we step back 8 years. We were here when millions of dollars, we were told by Kwadwo Bawumia that it has been pumped into the Sultan, the Odona River, the drainage, the biggest gutter in Accra. So the majority of the insio are every different parts no now at least insio no crop 90%, it will go down to like 40%, and then slowly we can get the system ready for every rainy season. The question here is, what was done by Kwadwo? We were here and actually said they were the Sultan, and I said, this is the Kwadwo Bawumia MPP government. This is the same government today telling us to say they see everything wrong with everything and they want to blame who?
This dredging, cleaning up is going to take about 6 months to complete this one. Then the Kwale Lagoon itself will take a longer time because that's where we have more composition of material, which needs to take a longer time, maybe about a year or two to finish. We're going to have recreational facilities. That is the sea outfall. So along we have recreational facilities, other infrastructure. We can have some hotels. We come at the end, and this makes the whole place. Then we're dredging all the way through cycle to Kwale Lagoon, where we call the Clep Interceptor. From there, we end up at the estuary into the sea. Before the commencement of the work, this is how the situation was. The channels were heavily silted. Along the channel, you can see very heavy siltation. So this is the beginning. Then during the process of the dredging, we had these situations. Gradually, we come up to the end. Then finally, this is the stage that we have reached. And then after that, there was a continuation to carry out the silting, because as we progress, more silt come, and you have to continue dredging.
This was May 2019. Omoka just on my recreational center along the Odo. They were going to dredge it, create recreational center. Can the Agyapong cracker just say Odo na no or the boat besim. At a point where Kennedy catcher say, "Sa Odo River no, Odo gono no, or the boat fi Dubai babesim na visitors at him Odona to Odona. These people and then no, I just don't want to." But they did this in 2019. Now, my question is, the young people who have platforms like mine, who think, say, what I do is too big for them to learn. These same young people in Ghana, on TikTok, on Facebook, on Twitter, on YouTube, they are the ones who are going through the pain. So why are they not asking these people that why wasn't this done? Why should we make anyone walk? And why should we even allow this same government for 8 years that lied to the people? Why is I don't know, young men, young women on social media. Why are they not worried about this? Why are they not worried about this accountability? Why are they not asking the government that just left, that told us they pumped billions into this project to save them? Why do you think these young people haven't taken the time to say, no, we are here to help Ghana? Tomorrow, I don't want to be that fool making videos and telling Ghanaians that our house is flooded. Their house is flooded. My house is flooded. We don't want to look like Le Frog walking in water. Why do you think these young men have refused to use their brains? Why do you think these fools who sit on social media pretending they are intelligent, why do you think they have failed to use their common sense to ask the most important questions? It is because these people are not intelligent enough to discuss national issues. It is because the politicians are using these young boys and girls who cannot think deep. They are shallow-minded. Technology has made foolish people look important in our communities. But in any serious country, the young people should take to social media. They should be demanding accountability from the NPP that at least we know you people were in power for the past 8 years. The amount of money that went into this. We saw the president walk there. Where is the recreational center? Where is the desalting? What did we get out of it? So why would any young person even sit, anyone, and say, Mekokase NPP, enyansafo di enim, inti ende mekasama NPP, inti Ghana fo mbeti me. Today, look at these young people, young women and boys. Some of them look like tadpoles. Some of them look like Le Frog. I sam ponchireni akamuti enomunamunsuom. Our house is flooded. What is so unique about it? The young people who are supposed to call for accountability have become fools. Because the politician would tell the other politician that we Jimmy. Catcher and says sorry. The politician, onimsa we Jimmy. It will just say, oh, sorry. And it will make you feel special. But our politician, ne baby edwa ote sansu onim. Sa politician no nipa thousands of Ghanaians omo kobo flag man na insuona form no. He did not find each one of them to tell them you are sorry. Wa hwehwebe hu de we Jimmy no. Because you see, the way Jimmy na no ya. So politician hwehwem de we Jimmy na say and the oko baby a nipa bebregu o mo Jimmy a omo ye dede a wo hwe de na no ya we Jimmy kese no ama na duane. Obaka ka kire mo Jimmy ni say bibia ye okay. And that is what Bawumia and Kennedy Dems are doing. They look for the dumb but loud. So they pick them out. So the politician will sit back. No, I heard you wait Jimmy no. And I know a dino. Or friend about them or say Jamudi. Or Pierre or say Nipa Mokan was a Munjano and Nipa said. That is what they are doing. But I was expecting the young people. So we need answer. This is the time they will be on the streets and telling Ghanaians never to consider the NPP. And not just the NPP. The same people who were with the Kwadwo, who ruled with the Kwadwo for 8 years. Any young man and Ajuni Juma on Jimmy and would say never. Because at least Nipa Kwanyo be the opportunity to live for 8 years. For 8 years, these politicians were given everything they needed. Their wives, their kids, their family members, they were provided with everything. For 8 years, Insua Tonde, na Insua Yira Fawa. The politicians look within. He looks around and see the foolish one among the foolish masses and picks them out and say, "Wobra." That is where we are. Inti Jimino, you need to sit back. And I don't blame some of these young boys and girls because they are young. They have not really seen life. They don't understand what life is. They just see life as, what sorry, where's the boxer shows me, Nubakumu Bon, what share, what could you Obabi small fame, what social media, YouTube, so when you're $200 a month, when you say that's how they see life, they cannot see beyond what we see. So what do? What we do is Your experience kakra enim ni nyansa enim no, we try to guide the intelligent ones. What is happening in Accra with these floods? It cuts deep. Now, KwasiA bia tena baby or see a friend estate. And don't do Accra, obia sort estate. The boys and girls don't even understand what an estate is. Say you sit down twaso, near the gate to a estate. They are so dumb. Ain't it baby or high sit down. Now Ojan bia ko sit down me and some you be swo. Or cemetery estate. Or kwa on checking the soil. A buying crab book which they say these are places you don't live. But on say Jimmy Dodono, Emma Wajia say we are smart. Ain't it today? Obitumi can be 2 obitumi keke. Yet we turn slum mount. And just slum bia and I say waterlogged area bia na nanti outeti and sumo. But where Jimmy or say I live in an estate. What is estate? What do you see? What do you consider as an estate? What is an estate? When houses are built like hen coops, like piglet farms, with no plan. When you live in a neighborhood where gutters cannot flow, free-flowing gutters, that is not an estate. That is a slum. The people living in Zongo are intelligent. Ye pa mo te slums a e mo a inso toya le frog for mo te nsuo ni mo na mo adwene wo for mo agimi. When they did flood in Accra ka say nsuo afa Zongo e ma nipa te nsuo ni, you will not hear, because those who live in Zongo, they look out for these things. You might think say sebio ebio mo te wono, there are some kind of people the kind of things you do inti you underestimate them, but the penalty say nsuo afa Zongo e bi fa, because Zongo enya ground, they will create some drainages. KwasiA bia cemetery estate. Ebia ne sa akode ubusa na otetra sako otiashoma estate. KwasiA bia so na cemetery estate. They need to understand say e kro no enye din ye de chichiri kro aya planning. Aya planning. Enti so you krasi na obankran a obia betuma ton bibia ma wo. Why are the Zongos not flooding? Why are the Zongos not flooding? I didn't know Zongos didn't flood. Because Zongo will be my own down block gutter. Wherever you want to build, but make sure you don't block the gutter coming from one place. They are reasonable people, they are intelligent. But most uncle for Makai Jimmy Cotemania de Adekoshe, Bibri, yet estate. Yet the estate. Again, our friend estate. Obabro Jobati estate waha, KwasiA. Did you hear? Do you know what estate is? Estate agata nkonye estate. Sauti baby na gata enkwa enye estate. It's a slum. Bro, ni be na betina area gata nkwa or say eye estate. Uye udwan. We Jimmy. Na momo sa platforms na motete so no. Ede na modi je na mudi sua. Na monya gono. Na mokodi obechi. Mu yi hanki free mo to nam de afa mo tiri ho. Na mo sa de afa mo nim. Mo hu nyenya kan. This is where we are. That's the problem. We need to get the young people to understand. And the politicians keep fooling them even in their misery. And then KwasiA, young man, because you have failed to think. That politician who is telling you, oh, sorry, no, that politician will never live where you live, because wait, Jimmy, you need to advocate. You need to get up and let the politician understand. You have failed me. You are not supposed to come close to me. But don't say, Jimmy. That is why they take advantage of you people. Agyapong 21, Ghana. He will never allow any of his kids to live in that slum you people call estate. When Jimmy onya KwasiA. But he will tell you, oh, sorry, because wait, Jimmy. Because in the next 24 hours, in Sonebe Sato, you will still sit in there, you will lose everything. So basically, you become an animal. Mwe Jimmy, Nani Pebi, and the majority of so-called Yesi estate, they are all built in slums. Nothing. (2021) Cecilia Dapa, Yebusano Parliament.
I have the passport. A portion of the World Bank's $570 million economic pump for Ghana was to enable Accra become the cleanest city in Africa. Specifically, $200 million was to finance the Greater Accra and Integrated Development Initiative. This initiative is a transformative urban project tailored to bolster the city to become safer, more resilient, and cleaner. What is the status of this project?
Mr. Chairman, the component for my ministry is $43 million, and I think I spoke about it earlier. That is to take care of the Odo Basin, to clean it up, and to cap the heaps of waste that we see around the basin. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
You claim that your ministry had $43 million out of the $200 million. How was that $43 million applied?
Mr. Chairman, I have given the components out is to cap about 5 heaps around Tantan and then the Odo Basin. And it's also to clean up the Odo Basin to make the channels open for water to flow in. Yes. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
The Misuse is letter power parliament to say $43 million. A day na wodiaye. These are the same fools sending young men and women messages. I see $43 million no or the big ye more pantine. The same pantine and I do ye can say in so tall pantine. KwasiA be able to le frog. The near so and an anketing kit or tensweni le frog. Le frog. Ni ti it says studio light. Ne need to your KwasiA. Since the password is $43 million called pantine. Echo making sure this salty cape a your mouth. And I'll say, oh dang. The Odo River no, or the team $43 million. You people, you don't see money before. Also, say or the clean up. This is 2021. Or 2025. This as much as the back 2021. We are in 22. In less than 4 years, it rains. And the frogs are swimming in water. And young people cannot sit and be like, no. This cannot be possible. These are people we gave money to. This is a political party we handed this money over to. But you see, these young fools don't understand what we do. When I am omutumwari oba no akodnyama be hye no. Ne mba be 5 na ni nyina ye obidia. Because onim nyansa obe analyzing nyoma. The question is simple. We need to be having a conversation. For the past 8 years, where did our money go? We have the right to question this government after 4 years. Where did our money go when it comes to desalting and cleaning Accra? These are the questions we need to be asking. Intendeno metia, we need to be asking each other, where did the money go? $43 million. Where did it go? But as foolishly and as le frogs as we are, you're trying to say in 9. We just want that same politician who took that money and spent on women, spent on other unnecessary things to benefit them. No, we are happy that that same fool has sent us a message. Yeah, Jimmy. I keep telling you, there are a lot of young, foolish, loud fools in Ghana. Very foolish. Unintelligent. They are weak-minded. We have gone through the mill. We understand the system. Young people on social media, this should be a national discourse. We need to be pushing pressure on this government to question the past administration. That where did the money go? But you see a young man who is swimming in this water, that can kill him any day. A young Lefrog defending the government that caused this problem. Because at this point, who caused this problem? The people we get $43 million to. As far as I know, they were giving that money to stop this flood. So why is the flood coming back? As I speak, it's raining. It's raining. Omo mami wo BP. Omo mo yare. Omo kuma ebo. They are there. What do they do? And then KwasiA between social media send me a platform. What is that platform for? What is it for? What is it for? It's for nothing. It's for stupidity. It's for foolishness. You people are not supposed to be recognized. You're supposed to be poisoned. Because money le frog, money imponchireni, difference in him. You take in a lot of air in your chest and in your head. Whatever you spill out is trash. These are the facts. It is raining tonight. The politician that told you that sorry, where is he? He doesn't fucking care. That politician for past 8 years, you paid his salary every month. You paid his kids' school fees. You made sure you gave him everything he needed. All the luxury cars you gave to that politician. All the luxury. For 8 years. That politician today, as I speak to you, that luxury, he's still living with it and having a good life. You, it is raining. You don't know where to go tonight. Oka na esinsum na say. If you electrical plug be a and you are waiting for the water to dry totally. So the electrician will come back again. The probability say in Solukrako after a month, electrical wires it is high. Who is going to bear the cost? Oya KwasiA. Sa politician or call it this on you. You are sitting there say sa KwasiA na frame me. Sa KwasiA na text me. Actually we are le frog. Do you know le frog? Mr. P, get me le frog and let me show Ghanaians le frog. Then I can move on. Actually, we are ponchireni. Actually, we nan kitten na uti ene wafuno. Say a ponchireni a ujina diyan ujina nsum. You cannot think beyond a diyan or height. And I'm speaking to the young people in Ghana. You have TikTok account, you have Facebook account, you have YouTube account. Use it profitably. Let it benefit you. Let it benefit your parents, your community. Let it help lives. That is what Abrofune uses this social media, this technology. That is what they have used it for. Let's not be foolish all the time. Ghana Nibio Niminyan Sebia should be pissed off. Why hasn't Bawumia, Kennedy Agyapong, Kwadwo, why hasn't Cecilia Dapa, why hasn't the NPP government released a statement about this flood? Because they don't want that conversation to come up. They know that when they release a statement, we are going to question them. So what are they doing? They are feeding the frogs. They are feeding pigs. Sympathy. That's what they need. Because they know that pigs are easily fed. Give them shit. When they eat, they will forget their problems. But it's raining tonight. It's coming back again. The rains are not stopping. We need to get serious. Go to Taifa. It's flooded. Every place is flooded. For 8 years, we didn't question why our gutters were not desilted. We didn't question why the government that told us that it is going to make Accra the cleanest city in Africa. We did not question it because KwasiA Fobidrin say, "Near time Bawumia, near time Kwadwo." What has Bawumia got that Yenny Ghana for your Taino, any Kennedy? What do they have? They don't have intelligence. They are looking for foolish ones amongst us to use them, and they have succeeded. Mr. P, Mr. S, get me Le Frog. Let me show Ghanaians Le Frog, because I've seen a lot of my aunties, my sisters asking, Le Frog, what is Le Frog? Let me show you Le Frog. This is Le Frog. Today, they are walking in water, flood, telling Ghanaians, our houses are flooded. KwasiA, your house is flooded. Our house is flooded. Which is which? KwasiA, our house is flooded. Mumbo Brancy Dainty. You don't understand. This is Le Frog. Politicians will use you people for a long time. Because Mumu be Jimmy. Le Frogs. This is what we call Le Frog. This is what we are seeing in Ghana. You see frogs walking in water. to toe. Our house is flooded. You and whose house? It is raining. Where is the frog going to go? It is raining. This is a poem. It's a poem. It is raining. Where is the frog going to sleep? It is raining. It is raining. It is raining. Where is the frog going to breathe? It is raining. When the clouds start gathering, the frog gets scared. When the clouds start to gather, the frog gets scared. The heat, the pressure, the wind that carries fear, the river, the ocean that stays calm, the dirty gutters that carries shit and pee makes its way into the house of the frog. Where are you going to hide, the frog? Where are you going to hide? The dirty brown water has entered your house. The germs that is going to leave behind. The denigration, the filth, the stink, the smell. What is the frog going to drink? The frog takes pride in laying and sleeping in filth. The frog takes pride in taking messages that will not change his life. The frog is a disease. The frog is an embarrassment. The frog, where are you going to go? Because the rains are coming. The frog, where are you going to be? Because the rains are coming. Are you going to be under your bed? Because it's going to get wet. Are you going to hide under your car? Because it will get wet. Are you going to hide under your boxes? It is also going to get wet. Le frog, where are you going to be? Because the rains will never stop coming. Le frog, the rains will never stop coming. The day the frog will learn sense, the day the frog will understand that humans are different from frogs, the day the frog will be human, will understand that politicians are using the frog. They are using the tongue of the frog to tap or to attract the very stupid ones that look like the frog. Le frog, where are you going to be? Because the rains will never stop.